Hey there guys, welcome back for a Warhammer Imperium Wednesday magazine review. This week we are looking at issue 21 and issue 22 of the magazine. You can find the link for issue 22 up in the corner there, as well as the painting video for the model that we get, or the models that we get within those two issues. So speaking of the models, we get 10 Skittish Rangers. Now, this isn't 10 in this issue, it's 10 across the two issues. It's not 5 in each issue, it's random. You can see here I've got a set of legs, a set of legs, and a set of legs. But I've got 1, 2, 3 tops, this part of a top. I've got a bunch of heads, so it is kind of broken up between the two. In the other video I will show the other half, but yeah, the models, as far as I can tell, now these are from the main sets that you can buy from the Skittish Rangers. They can be built as an alternative unit. You can find the PDFs online. If I can find it, I'll post a link down below, just in case you want to build them alternatively, as an alternative setup. I can't remember what the name of them are. I think they're not Outriders because they're the ones on the horses, but they're something similar. They just use the opposite heads, and I think they use the shorter rifles instead of the long ones. So this magazine will show you how to build them with the long ones, but you can build them with the short ones and different heads. And I think that is the only difference. They all have the same backpacks, I believe. They all have the same chests. The helmets are different. You get ones with the hoods and ones without. We'll be using the ones with hoods for Skittish Rangers. I will be assembling mine as Rangers. So yeah, we get a couple of weapon choices. I'm not sure again whether they are full weapon choices or if one goes for the Rangers and one goes for the other unit. It does look that way because this guy's got a sleeve on this arm, and this arm looks like it's for the other ones, but until I've had a look through I won't know for sure, guys. I've never collected these before. Admech, they do look like some cool models. Can't wait to paint one up and get the video up for him. But yeah, let's have a look. Just before we do, we have this. So this is the mat that was supposed to come in issue 18, I think it was. So this is the battle mat that we'll now be using for the next 20 issues. On the back side of it, it does line up and match up with the other mat to make a larger one. What I do like about this one is there are no letters on it, no markings or anything, so it can be used on both sides. And obviously this shows the pipe layout and the building layout. Doesn't fit on camera, but yeah, it shows everything that we're going to be getting over the next couple of issues, and yeah, that does look pretty cool. And we also get another fold out. So the Pariah Nexus. In the wake of the Great Rift, the Adeptus Terra struggled to re-establish contact with many systems across the Imperium Sanctus. The largest of these dead zones lay in the galactic northwest quadrant of the Nephilim sector, and would come to be known as the Pariah Nexus. And I think that may be where our battle is taking place. But yeah, so this is a little bit all about the Indomitus Crusade. So yeah, the Pariah Nexus all the way down here. I think this is where we're fighting. Obviously we've got Terra and Mars here, and then we've got everything north of the Rift this way. but this is all on the southern side of the rift. So we've got a bit on the Necron forces and the Stilled Worlds, and then on the back the Imperial forces. So the Space Marines, the Adeptus Sororitas, and the Adeptus Mechanicus, all three that we will be getting throughout this collection. So let's have a look at what we get. 10 Skitarii Rangers, like I said, a few in this one, the rest in the other issue. Adeptus Mechanicus and expanded data sheets. This is what I've been waiting for, so let's hope that this is what I'm expecting them to be. So, Skitarii Rangers, Mechanical Legionnaires. The Skitarii are the frontline soldiers of the Adeptus Mechanicus, armed with an array of finely crafted Martian weapons and enhanced with a range of bionic modifications. They are capable of fighting in the most extreme conditions and securing victory for their Forge world. Macroclades, cohorts and maniples. Units in a maniple are identified by a common maniple sigil. This icon is often borne by the unit Alpha, along with a skull symbol that denotes their status. So obviously here he's got the skull to show his status, and then I'm assuming on the other side is one of these, and then you've got the rest of your Rangers. So they have bionics. The Adeptus Mechanicus are very robotic based. They like their technology. The only thing the Imperium doesn't allow is androids. There's some sort of background story that androids, there was a big war with them when they were created. They were abolished and no longer allowed to be made. So instead we make cyborgs, and the Adeptus Mechanicus are essentially cyborgs, which is pretty cool. So we've got a battle record here for the maniple name, the cohort name, the macrolade name. I got no idea what any of that is. If you read through, I'm sure it will explain for you guys. Then we've got the alpha name and the Aquabus carrier name with his bionic enhancements. So I'm assuming the alpha is the equivalent to a sergeant, and the dude is the equivalent to a special weapons guy. Then we've got Adeptus Mechanicus. These pages contain charts full of example names and titles to bestow upon your collection of Adeptus Mechanicus units. Feel free to use these charts as inspiration to come up with your own alternatives. So again, it's a D66 dice roll for the first name, and then again for your second name. And then we've got the Tech Priest heroic titles and Adeptus Mechanicus maniple epithets. Epithets. Then we've got some background info on the Adeptus Mechanicus. As I said, I can't go into too much details with this, guys. I have no idea about them, other than they do look pretty cool, and they're probably really fascinated with the Necrons, actually, seeing as they are human or are aliens within metal bodies, and these still have part humans. They may want to be part of them or be like them, I don't know. But yeah. So Mars. The Adeptus Mechanicus was born on Mars, the first of the Forge worlds. So each Forge world, as far as I do know, is the equivalent to like a chapter of Space Marines. They have their own different colours and special skills and things like that. So yeah, mine, I'm going to be doing them on the Adeptus of Mars, just because keeping the colour scheme the same. I may change it, I'm not 100%, but for the interest of showing you guys how to paint them up, it's going to be easier for me to keep them in the same colours. But the legions of the Novok dynasty have emerged from a hidden dolmen gate and descended upon the imperial world Volantha. Crusade fleet Primus has responded to the world's cries for help, dispatching an entire cohort of Adeptus Mechanicus warriors to confront the invading forces. So it's red on red. Yeah, nice little story to read through there. Then we've got how to build the Skittish Rangers. Now these guys look like, if you were to build them like this, it's going to be difficult to paint. I think the way I'm going to do mine is assemble the top half and not glue him to here. I'll paint legs and this separate and then glue it on at the end, just because as soon as you put that cloak on, you are not getting to the back of the legs. I know you're not going to see it, but it's going to be difficult to get to the back of some of these areas, and you're going to notice that, especially if you're using aerosol sprays, spray cans to prime. When you do that, you're going to not be able to get the spray primer in on the back legs, and you're going to start seeing grey plastic. So yes, I will assemble the top half, paint it and place it on the bottom half just for ease of access. So I do mention here a little bit on variant assembly and extra components. So this kit comes with lots of potential optional weapons, including extra heads, arms and weapons. We recommend that you build each model exactly as shown in the build guide in order to follow the paint guide and place sections of subsequent issues. Set any extra components aside, perhaps they will come in useful as you expand your collection of models. The heads for the Skittish Rangers are interchangeable. Feel free to use any of the heads shown to the right when building your Rangers. So any of these heads, you will end up with the other heads because they are for the other units. And like they said, if you build half and half, you're going to struggle with the playthrough. You could just use them both as Skittish Rangers and has them counts as. But yeah, so we've got a Skittish Ranger with an enhanced data tether, one with a transuranic arquebus, looks like basically a sniper rifle, one with an arc rifle, one with a plasma caliver, and galvanic rifles. Galvanic rifles. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with galvanic rifles, plasma caliver, an arc rifle, enhanced data tether, the arquebus, and then your alpha. Good. This is what I was hoping we would be getting. So, data sheets. We've got the lieutenant and the intercessor. This is just how they are in the codex, which is awesome. It looks like they've been straight up copied out of the codex. So yeah, this is generic. Now that if you're collecting any other army, you're not going to get any of the special abilities for your particular army. But obviously you're playing through, assuming you're painting another army, it means that you're already adding to one. If you're not, then obviously I'm assuming you're going to be buying the codex for that army at some point, which would save you a bit of money because you wouldn't have to buy the Space Marines codex straight away. You can go and grab the one for your specific chapter, obviously as they're released, and you'll have the data sheets from the collection, which are the ones from the Space Marine codex, and then you could buy the Space Marine codex if you buy units that aren't within the collection. And then we've got the data sheets for the Overlord and the Necron Warriors. Now it's strange that they did the Primaris Lieutenant and the Overlord and not the Captain and the Overlord, or the Lieutenant and the other guy. The Necrons have, I can't remember what he's called right now. Mine's gone blank. I hope it doesn't mean that they're not going to do one for the Captain, because I would really like to have one for the Captain. but I do know that if they are straight up ripping these from the codex, then the captain isn't in there because he can't have the setup that he's got. That's not in the codex. So we'll see what they're going to do with that. And then obviously tutorial, so there's a little bit of resurrection orbs and my will be done. And on the back of the Space Marine ones, we've got tactical precision. So just some bonuses on how to use these units, which is pretty cool. So playthrough 21, we've got orbital defense. So this is using the new map, but it's the reverse side up. So it's not the, it's the frozen planet looking thing, or the moon, whatever it is. Not the darker side. Using the datasheet profiles, we're using 5 assault intercessors and the lieutenant, and 10 Necron warriors and the Overlord. So that could be why the datasheet is like that, because they're the ones that we're using in this. So hopefully we'll get that captain's datasheet, because as soon as we do, we can use him in any games outside of the magazine, because you will have his data card. I believe that's how it works. So yeah, I think you can then use him in match play and things like that. Anyway, or tournament play, whatever it is. But yeah, so we've got the Necrons. Again, this is just playing through. Play through how you like. Yeah, there it is. So moving on. Part 2 is already out. That's up there. Go check that out, and the painting video. And then next week will be the Canoptic Spider. I don't have one of these guys, so that's going to be pretty cool to have him. Prices up on the screen are, the issue price here is for both issues, 21 and 22. The model price is what the cost of this set is outside of the Combat Patrol box. The reason I'm doing that price is because the Combat Patrol box, these come in, and that the rest of the Adeptus Mechanicus come in. The only thing we don't get out of it is the large dune crawler, I think it's called, or a sand crawler, something like that, the vehicle that's in there. Because we don't get the vehicle, it's difficult to work out a clean price for these. So I'm using what the Skittish Ranger box set costs, which is there, and then savings down here somewhere. So yeah, that's the cost and savings across both issues. But that is all for now, guys. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, hit that thumbs up button. If you have any comments, feedback, suggestions on what you would like to see, be it inside Imperium or anything else from the channel, from Warhammer, Warhammer 40k, anything, let me know and I will see what I can do. If you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button. And if you have recently subscribed, then a huge warm welcome to you. Thank you ever so much for your support. But until next time, guys, take it easy. Keep painting those minis.